Okay, let's move on to step 3. It's called create collateral that will appeal to your particular area. So start thinking about what are some ideas or maybe some hot buttons for your particular area. What type of collateral could you create that you can actually put up on your website that people could go to your website to download? You know, maybe there's a new home subdivision that's opening up. Could you post all of the information about that? Maybe you could post all the information about the local schools up on your website. Maybe all the local businesses could go up on your website, right? So I want you to think about your community, what type of information or collateral. You know, maybe there's some zoning changes that are taking place in your area. And what could you become a specialist at that you could post on the site that will drive people to your website so they can download all the information? And then you could put it in your Facebook group that, by the way, I just put up on my website X, and then people go to the website, they download the information, they share the information, it's branded with you on it, and who starts to become noticed as a local expert? Guess what? You do. So step number 4 is you want to be the local area expert, but not only in real estate, but in the community. This is the key. See, there's 2 ways you can be an expert. One is, obviously, real estate. You got to know everything going on in the area. And this is the information you can post and share as well. Homes that have sold, okay? Homes that are for sale. How many days on average is it taking for listings to sell? What percentage of list price are they selling for? How many months of inventory? Is it a seller's market? Is it a buyer's market? Have prices gone up from the same period last year? How much have they gone up from the same period of last year? How has the market changed? What's going on in the mortgage market? Are rates up? Are rates down? Is it a good time to buy? Is it a good time to sell? That's real estate knowledge that you could create, that you could post on your site, send out to your community, and put into your community newsletter. But then what you want to do is say, the other part of being an expert is what's going on in your community. So there's 2 areas of expertise you got to master. Number 1, your community, and number 2 is being the real estate expert. And when you know your community and the industry, the real estate industry, inside and out, guess who becomes known as an absolute expert? You do. Who makes more money, an expert or a generalist? Experts or specialists are always highly compensated because they're sought after. And that's the secret. Deliver value, become sought after. Think about this. When you look at a doctor, general practitioner, brain surgeon. Who makes more money? Brain surgeon. Look at an accountant, general practitioner, tax specialist. Who makes more money? Tax specialist, right? So you've got to become known as the expert. Okay, and as we move into step number 5, what we want to do is we want to track our results. So here's the secret. Now that you've created your farm, you know where you want to farm, you created your marketing program, okay, your value, remember value delivery system, you know, you're executing, you're starting to get some business, you're getting involved in your community. Now what you want to do is say, what are my results? So how many homes are turning over in a 90-day period? So every 90 days, look at your results. And then you say, how many did I get? What percentage of the market did I get? What percentage did I not get? What is my goal in terms of what I call penetration, your penetration into that marketplace? And then what you want to start to do is you look at the numbers and then you look at your marketing, your value delivery system. You start thinking to yourself, what do I need to critique? Now, remember, it takes 12 to 18 months to start seeing great results. It's not going to happen in the first 6 months. That's why micro farming is sort of to the end of some of my lead generating ideas, because it takes a little while. Door knocking, you can get results right away. Open houses, you can get results right away. Phoning your past clients, your LRS, you can get results right away, I should say. But farming takes a little longer. And that's why it's called what? It's called farming. Have you ever heard of the theory? Hunting, farming. Door knocking is hunting, okay? Making phone calls, hunting, okay? Open houses to a large degree is hunting. It's like back in the old days, right? The hunters, they'd wake up every day and they'd go kill what they want to eat. That's a hunter. A farmer is somebody, what do? They plant seeds. They water the seeds, right? They pull out the weeds. They look after their farm. Eventually, they harvest their farm. And because they harvest their farm, they've looked after their farm for 6 or 8 months. They now harvest it. Then they can keep all the food and they can eat from that farm for many months afterwards. Do you see the difference between hunting, farming? When you first start selling real estate, what do you need to focus more on? Hunting, 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 hunting. But as your business starts to grow, what do you need to start doing? Farming, 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 farming. And by the way, your lifetime referral system is a form of farm, isn't it? The challenge with farming, it takes a little bit of more work up front, but gives you better results and longer lasting results at the end than hunting. Not that you shouldn't always be hunting, but always thinking about how can I develop leverage. Track your numbers, because when you track your past, you can better predict your future, but also look at your numbers and honestly look and say, what adjustments do I need to make? Keep track of the turnover in the area, keep track of your market share, and then make the necessary adjustments to keep moving it all forward. So the first thing you got to make a decision is farming something that you're interested in doing. And I'm talking about micro farming right now. If so, what do you have to develop? You got to develop your micro farming, value delivery system, your VDS. So how am I going to deliver value? Lay your whole system out, which by the way, you've got a worksheet right there in your workbook to start doing that. Now, let's go back and think about where we've been and where we're come to now. We talked about your lifetime referral system. You need to still be making your calls every single day. You need to be executing your value delivery system to everybody that's in your lifetime referral system. We got a lot of systems going on here. Wouldn't you agree? Then you say, okay, well, if I'm getting 30% of my business from repeat, 30% from referral, then what I want to do is I want to build my business by getting 30% from the people I don't know. So what are you going to do? Door knocking, open houses, micro farming. Now, you can do all three, no question, because they all work together. But listen, I hope you've made a decision, because that's the secret. You don't have to do everything, but make a decision and execute. Make a decision and execute. I call it pick, go. Pick what you're going to do, go. And then just keep going and going and going and going and going. But you must make a decision, and then you got to execute. That's what successful people do. Anyway, I will see you soon. And remember, it's a beautiful life, everybody. Make it count.